Check this out. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at the bluffs. Don't mind the chemtrails. Gorgeous. Nowhere else I'd rather be on Earth right now. Anyway, what I want to discuss in this video is a topic that I've gotten a couple questions about lately, and that is the event. The quote, event, end quote. Now, when people refer to the event, it's a pretty generic term, and most people, when they refer to the event, refer to the quantum leap in evolution that humanity is headed towards. You know, call it the event, call it the quantum leap, call it ascension, call it the point in which humanity is going to ascend from a third density to fourth density civilization as the Earth passes through the higher dense region of photon belt in the cosmos, and, you know, call it whatever you want. That's where humanity is headed towards, and in my opinion, that is the very reason that that every single one of these humans on this planet today, incarnated here at this specific time, is to prepare ourselves for this event and either make the choice to ride the wave or make the choice to essentially get sucked under the wave and go on your specific timeline that doesn't involve that quantum leap. And for those of us that have made the choice to ascend, to be enough of a high vibration, enough of a resonance, you could say, to ascend, I see the whole event process as occurring in essentially 3 stages, right? I think there's going to be 3 events that humanity is going to have to endure, 3 stages that this whole process is going to undergo. And the first stage, sorry, it's like really hot out here. My glasses are slipping on my face. The first stage is disclosure, is that whole disclosure / mass arrest scenario, okay? And what this is going to entail, in my opinion, is first a kind of mass arrest scenario, or some way the dark forces on this planet are incapacitated, right? Because we can't get disclosure, we can't get the full truth out there unless those people are subdued that are holding it back. And we're getting to a point where, you know, we've, you could say the Alliance or the White Hats or whoever on this planet that wants to get the truth out there and free humanity, they've gotten to a point where they realize that these dark forces, these assholes, they literally cannot be negotiated with. So it's almost, you know, within the Aikido principles, it's to a point where we literally just have to take them out. We have to, whether it, you know, if they don't commit suicide first or die off per se, we literally have to subdue them and send their souls into the galactic central sun. You know, that's literally the only option it's coming down to. And then when this mass arrest or this subdue scenario takes place, then I think we're going to get the truth out there ASAP right after it. So, you know, I'm not going to put any speculations on when, get my ass in trouble. Or really, I don't want to speculate on anything else. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, whether we wake up one day and you're just going to see the emergency broadcasts on TVs throughout the country, and then they're going to flip on at the same time a kind of, you know, like Nuremberg trial in essence on the TVs. Who knows, right? You can just literally visualize if you want to, but that's, I think, the first stage. The second stage, I think, then we're going to get into the money distributions, right? We're going to get into whether you want to, whether you know, subscribe to the Nazara ideologies or the global collateral accounts or simply the freaking missing money that they've swiped from us. You know, call it whatever you want to. I don't necessarily get too deep into any of those, but I'm familiar with all of them. And I don't know exactly which one it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be any of those. I don't know if it's going to be something else, but I do believe after that disclosure scenario and after those dark forces are subdued, we're going to then get essentially our return back, right? 100 years of all the shit they stole from us, I do think we'll get it back. And, you know, whether it be some kind of new currency that's rolled out where we're all going to get a giant cut of it, whether it's crypto, whether it's paper, whether You know, again, you can visualize and speculate however you want to, but that's the second stage. You know, that's the stage that once we get the information that's been suppressed and been held back from us, then we get the energy that's been stolen from us back, with the ability to then build out, right? That's when we can start working on a new infrastructure and working on these 0-point devices, and, you know, we're not going to be held back from our creativity and from actually developing all these things anymore, right? Because remember, when the dark forces are subdued, we can start, you know, people won't be scared to come out, A, with their stories, B, with their inventions, and C, with, you know, whatever else they have on hand. We can literally start building our healing centers with, you know, holistic health therapies and cancer therapies built within them, and we can start mass producing our 0-point devices. So that's the second part. And the crucial thing about the second part is we're not going to be able to go out and buy freaking sports cars with our money packages or whatnot. We're not going to be able to do that. We're going to have to literally prepare our infrastructure now for the third stage, and that is the ascension event. I think that'll be the last one. First, I think it'll be disclosure, arrest. Then I think it'll be the money, you know, returned, and then I think it's going to be that ascension event. But what we're going to have to do in between that money being returned and that ascension event is prepare, because when that ascension occurs, or the event as most people call it, I think that's going to be the third stage. We're going to have to prepare our infrastructure, because when the magnetic poles flip on Earth, which is a part of that, our current you know, our current voltage systems, our current power stations aren't going to be able to handle that. So we're going to literally have to bust our ass. It's going to be fun, right? Because we're not going to be held back anymore, but it's going to be work. We're going to have to get our asses to work to, you know, retrofit everything to be able to handle that quantum leap. And then I think we're going to get to that quantum leap. And, you know, there's many stories on how that supposedly is going to go, whether it's we start to see the gamma rays in the sky, as the Hopi called it. They called it the blue star. We'll start to see in the sky when those energies hit us, or whether we'll see a giant solar flare of the sun, and the sun goes black, as it's also been called, or whether we, you know, then we'll probably, I imagine we'll see some massive auroras. We'll probably see rainbow colors go throughout the sky. Then you know that we're there. You know, there's a lot of things that are going to occur with it, but I think that's the final stage. And then once that happens, it's probably going to be like a planetary-wide DMT trip, and we're all going to go into a a new freaking dimension. Not dimension. We're going to go into a new density. Big difference between the two. I won't get into that here, but we're going to. That's the event. The event of all events is that ascension process of us moving into another density per se, into, you know, getting those consciousness abilities activated and becoming, as they say in the Law of One, the social memory complex. You know, when no secrets, there's no secrets anymore. There's no no dark forces on this planet anymore. Nothing held back from us. So anyway, I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. I am absolutely sweating like a pig here. I'm gonna get my tan on and leave you guys with those thoughts for today. That's how I envision this whole ascension event occurring. It's going to be a few events, and it's going to be a rocky ride, but it's going to be a very fun ride, and no other time in history would I rather be than this. So anyway, buckle up, guys. It's going to get fun. Peace out.